Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. About 13.5 billion years ago, matter, energy, time, and space came into being in what is known as the Big Bang. The story of this fundamental feature of our universe is called physics. Those are one of the paragraphs that I remember when I'm reading this book. Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. Yuval Noah Harari, born February 24, 1976, is a public intellectual, historian, and professor in the Department of History at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He is the author of the popular science bestsellers Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, Amadeus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, and 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. His writing examines free will, consciousness, intelligence, happiness, and suffering. Yuval Noah Harari was born and raised in Kiryat Alta, Israel, one of the three children. He was secular Jewish family with Eastern European and Lebanese roots. His father was a state-employed armaments engineer, and his mother was an office administrator. Harari taught himself to read at the age of 3. He studied at the Leibek Education Center in Haifa, in a class for intellectually gifted children from age 8. He deferred mandatory military service in the Israel Defense Forces to pursue university study as a part of the Atuda program, but was later exempted, completing his military service following his studies due to health issues. He began studying history and international relations in the Hebrew University of Jerusalem at the age of 17. Harari work studied its account of human history with a framework. He sees the natural science as a setting of limits of possibility of human activity, and see the social science as shaping what happened within those bounds. The academic discipline of history is the account of cultural change. Harari surveyed the history of humankind in the Stone Age and of the 21st century, focusing on Homo sapiens. He divided the history of sapiens into 4 major parts: cognitive revolution, agricultural revolution, unification of humankind, and specific revolution. Harari's main argument is that sapiens come to dominate the world because it is the only animal that can cooperate flexibly in large numbers. He argued that the prehistoric sapiens were a key cause of extinction of other human species such as Neanderthals, along with numerous others megafauna. He further argued that the ability of sapiens to cooperate in large numbers arises from its unique capacity to believe in things existing purely in the imaginations, such as gods, nations, money, and human rights. He argues that this belief gives rise of discrimination, whether that be racial, sexual, or political, and it's potentially impossible to have a completely unbiased society. Harari claimed that the large scale of human cooperation system, including religion, political structure, trade networks, and legal institutions, owe their emergence to sapiens' distinctive cognitive capacity for fiction. Accordingly, Harari regards money as a system of mutual trust and sees a political and economic system as more or less identical with religion. Harari's key claim regarding the agricultural revolution is the wide it promoted population growth for sapien and co-evolving species like wheat and cows. It made the most individuals worse than any had been when sapiens were mostly hunter-gatherers, since their diet and daily lives become significantly less varied. Human violent treatment in other animals is a theme that runs throughout the book. Sapiens is a book for intellectual people where science and religion combine on what you perceive. It's highly recommended. Share it, like it, and definitely 10 plus. Thank you for listening, and more to come, people. See you soon.